A true account of a Yowie encounter in Australia. On a crisp autumn evening in 1993, a group of friends set out for a camping trip in the dense, mist-shrouded bushland near the small town of Nambucca Heads, New South Wales. The area is known for its rich Aboriginal heritage and stories of mysterious creatures, including the elusive Yowie, a legendary ape-like being akin to North America's Bigfoot. The group, consisting of 4 friends, Sarah, Mark, Jess, and Tom, were seasoned campers with a keen interest in local folklore. They had heard tales of the Yowie, but had never given them much credence. That evening, they set up camp near a small creek, surrounded by thick forest. As night fell, they gathered around their campfire, sharing stories and enjoying the tranquility of the bush. Around midnight, a strange noise interrupted their conversations. It began as a low growl, growing louder and more intense. The friends initially dismissed it as an animal, perhaps a kangaroo or a wild pig, but the sound was unlike anything they had heard before. It was deep, resonant, and oddly rhythmic. Mark, ever the curious one, decided to investigate. Armed with a flashlight and a camera, he ventured into the darkness. His friends watched anxiously from the safety of the campfire's glow. Mark's flashlight pierced the dense underbrush, revealing little but shadows and rustling leaves. After about 20 minutes, Mark returned, looking pale and shaken. He reported seeing large, upright shapes moving through the trees, shapes that did not resemble any known Australian wildlife. He described the figures as being around 7 to 8 feet tall, covered in dark, shaggy fur, and with glowing eyes that seemed to reflect the light of his flashlight. The friends were skeptical but agreed to stay vigilant. They huddled closer together, listening intently. The strange noises continued intermittently throughout the night, but no more visual sightings occurred. The next morning, the group noticed large, indistinct footprints around their campsite. Footprints far larger than any human or animal tracks they had seen before. They took photographs of the tracks and collected samples of hair-like strands they found entangled in the underbrush. These samples were later analyzed, but yielded inconclusive results. The encounter was reported to local authorities and wildlife experts, but no definitive explanations were provided. The group's experience remains a topic of intrigue and speculation among local enthusiasts of Australian cryptids. Though there was no physical evidence to definitively prove the existence of the Yowie, the personal experiences of Sarah, Mark, Jess, and Tom were vivid and detailed. Their story has contributed to the growing collection of anecdotal accounts about this elusive creature of Australian legend. In the years since, the group has remained in touch, occasionally recounting their experience and reflecting on that eerie night in the bush. Whether one believes in the Yowie or not, their encounter remains a compelling part of Australia's rich tapestry of folklore and unexplained phenomena.